Hey guys, what's up? My name is Anthony. Welcome to another edition of B&A Sports Talk. And today we have some Giants topics. We're going to discuss a little bit about analytics, a little bit about what the Giants should do in the second round, because I think there's an interesting option. There are a lot of, the second round is like a wild card. You know, there's so many things you can do based on who falls to you. Last year, Xavier McKinney fell down to us. And we may have another one of those. I'll probably make a separate video like who can fall down to us in number 2, an Xavier McKinney type thing. But for now, I want to basically start off with this. So the Giants haven't really been known for drafting that flashy wide receiver. We kind of gone after, the Dante Pettis, the guys have already been established in the league. Obviously Sterling Shepard. Nobody that's put up big yards in the NFL. And am I supposed to now believe that all of a sudden we're going to draft the Heisman winner? Is that what we're doing here? I included Javonte Smith at number 4 in my rankings, but I'm not too sure how much he will translate to the NFL because he's really 165, 6'1". You can time him in the pro day all you want. You can do all these certain things. I don't love him. I think he was a little bit more of a schemed, open guy. I think Jalen Waddle can get open more by himself. Now, Devontae Smith is a good route runner. I'm not saying he sucks. But I'm saying as far as a more developed prospect, I'm a Jalen Waddle fan. That's why I had Devontae Smith at number 4 in my top 11 players I want at 11, and that's why I had Jalen Waddle at number 1. And that's why Jalen Waddle is my second favorite wide receiver. Not favorite, but second wide receiver in this draft. And that's why I have, Devontae Smith number 3. So I don't think I think there's a little bit of a gap there. I don't think it's like they're that close. But some people like Devontae Smith. It's your flavor. But what I'm trying to say is this is draft season. Also, he loves Devontae Smith. Oh, he loves Michael Parsons. These players are good. These are good players. Obviously, we're going to be interested in them. So it's not really making news. All of a sudden, every couple of days, we loved Jalen Waddle 5 days ago. Now we love Devontae Smith. In 3 days, they're going to be like, oh, you know what the Giants do? They love Michael Parsons. They're infatuated. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, Patrick Graham thinks he can use him. Yeah, because these players are good. There's a reason why they're in the first round. They're not going to say, I think this player sucks. Obviously, there's a reason why they're getting first round draft hype. So, as far as Devontae Smith, I don't want him at 11. My reaction, honestly, if we would get him at 11, would be like, all right. It would be like that. It wouldn't be like, okay, Devontae Smith. It's not like I'm going to get excited as I did last year with Andrew Thomas, but I wouldn't get as mad as I did with Daniel Jones. You'd be like, all right, nice pick. And honestly, it all depends who's on the board. If Jalen Waddle's gone, if, obviously Kyle Pitts, Penny Sewell, Jamar Chase, Michael Parsons, if they're kind of gone, I'll be like, oh, kind of like how we got stuck with Eli Apple. I don't want us to pick a guy because he's basically, this is the best player on the board. We don't love him, but he's our best player on the board. We don't really believe in him, but he's the best player on the board. Okay, Ohio State, a cornerback, that'll probably work. Let's just draft him. Alabama wide receiver, let's just draft him. I want it to be somebody that we're enthralled, somebody that we're excited to bring into the room. I don't, he was less productive than Jalen Waddle in the first couple of games. I think he's a good wide receiver. Well, there's something extra that Jalen Waddle offers, that extra after the playability, the not walking on eggshells, to be like, oh, is he going to get injured today? Remember watching games with Odell Beckham Jr., 5'10", he's similar build to Jalen Waddle, but he was fragile. This is basically what I'm trying to say. He was so fragile. Devontae Smith is 22 years old, don't forget about it. And he's playing against, he's fooling basically the Alabama smart scheme. They're fooling bad defenses. But I was walking on eggshells with Odell Beckham Jr. Is he going to get injured this week? And just having in a game, being put in a game and not being like, oh, Odell can have great playability, but is he going to tear off the hamstring off his bone this week? Is he going to kiss a net? I don't know. But yeah, Devontae Smith, whatever. So the next topic I want to talk about is running back. Now, the more I listen to Javonte Williams, I'm not an amazing. I guess it doesn't take a genius to decipher whether running back is good or not. I mean, you have to know the scheme. It's a more position where you have to know the scheme than anything else. Obviously, with tackle, you have to know what assignment that he had, but you can tell the athleticism with guys. There's always things that you cannot just purely tell on film. You look at the QB school, I watch his breakdowns. I don't know what they're telling this guy. That's what happened with Justin Herbert. He was doing a lot of screens and stuff like that, similar to Trevor Lawrence. And people were like, oh, can he read an offense? But then he got put in an actual competent offense with the Chargers, with good coaching, NFL coaching. They're and that's why he succeeded. But I don't know why I kind of went up on that chance. But Javonte Williams, should we get him in the second round? I mean, he's probably going to follow the second round running back value. I know we're into this analytics stuff where it's just you have to draft this guy at this position, and they'll maximize our chances to be successful. And then in the long run, that's going to maximize your chance to be successful, and we'll eventually build a good team. The analytics are great, but sometimes you have to follow them 100%, or kind of just scrap them at some point. You know what I'm saying? You're in the 7th inning of the Game 7 of the World Series. Your pitcher's on 90 pitches, and he tells you, he wants to face these batters, and you take them out because the analytics tell you. But as far as running back position, we're playing 17 games this season. I hope you know. Saquon Barkley hasn't had a clean bill of health. We have Javonte Booker. I think he's been healthy throughout his entire career, but are we really going to roll into the season with 2 running backs? We have that fullback. I forgot his name. The guy we got from Houston. But and I think we still have Elijah Penny. But are we really going to roll into the season with 2 running backs? Last year we had 3. I think we have a 3-headed monster. If we draft Javonte Williams, who, if you don't know, he's 5'10", 215 pounds. Apparently he has great vision. He has that, from what I heard from a draft scout, he's like, this is a prototypical guy who's going to be successful in the NFL. He has the it. He has the play style that translates to the NFL. It's not running over guys that are smaller than him, and the guys in the NFL are going to be bigger. It's not, scheme things where he's running into a wide open field and getting a 10-yard gain. He's fast, and he's good. I'm not sure what his 40 time was, but I know Michael Carter, his teammate, the 1-2 punch, the famous 1-2 punch, it was 4.54. Apparently he's not that good. He's not as good as a blocker as Javonte Williams. Javonte Williams is a good blocker, something that Saquon kind of struggles with, so we can use him as far as that role. We can take Saquon out. I know we're supposed to revolve our entire offense around him in 2020, but can we learn from that? Can we learn from that and basically say, we're not going to revolve our entire offense around a running back? And then have a 2, maybe 3-headed monster where you're constantly cycling guys out. Why can't you cycle guys in and out like you do your guards? Nobody does that with guards. Why can't we do that with running backs? Every team does that with running backs. That's why the Eagles won the Super Bowl. But that's basically my opinion. Get him in the second round. Honestly, go Elijah Vera-Tucker in the first round. Get Javonte Williams in the second. I won't be mad with many scenarios. You can go defensive tackle in the second round. I don't really get mad with a bunch of scenarios. But that's kind of what I think. Javonte, well, maybe if he falls in the third, then it's okay, we have to take him here. Second round? Yeah, I would call it a third round steal. If he falls to the third round, I'm scooping him up. I don't know about that, but second round, I'd think about it. I'd pause and be maybe this guy could provide some things for our team. And again, that 17th game, wear and tear. Saquon Barkley going into his 5th year, picking up a 5th-year option. I don't know. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.